Okay.
Hello students, I hope that you all are doing well. Welcome once again to your very own channel Success Mantra by Adarsh Vili. So, as we all know that very soon there will be a change in the syllabus for class 9th and class 11th. So today in this session, in this class, I am going to discuss about the new drama, that is of Shakespeare. A new book has been introduced here, and we are going to talk about that book. And that book I have here with me. This is Julius Caesar. This book has been introduced for the in the syllabus from the coming session 2023 onwards. So today I am going to discuss some aspects of this book, that is Julius Caesar. So first of all, let me tell you that this is another drama, another play by Shakespeare. Okay, and this is it contains, as usually in all the Shakespeare's play, you will find that Shakespeare has written the play in which there are almost five acts are there, and in each act there will be several scenes. Okay, so without wasting any time, let me introduce this drama to you, that is Julius Caesar. So as you can see that just to save time, just for the sake of saving time, I have written some points over here that you can see. Now in this today's class we are going to discuss about the background of the play, because you all know that it is very important for you to understand the background of the play, because this play belongs to the category of the political plays of Shakespeare. Okay, so in this the background of this play is Roman city, and you can say that it is about the way the Romans started to rule. So we are going to discuss about this. So it has you will find that it is based on the politics of Rome. Okay, so as you can see that we are talking about the background of the play, that is Julius Caesar. Okay, the play is Julius Caesar. It is of course by William Shakespeare, and you can see that the background of the play is such that it has been taken from Shakespeare has taken the story from one of the book known that was written by Plautridge. ठीक है, Plautridge was the author of one of the book. Shakespeare does not have any knowledge about the Roman culture, so he took the help of one of the book of the Plautridge, and from here he took the main events of the play. Okay, now this book was written in Greek, so and William Shakespeare, he did not know this language. Okay, he did not know Greek language, so he made this Greek language translated into English, and from there this is the source of the play. So he read this play book which was written by Plautridge, and from there he was able to understand the different aspects of the Roman culture, and on the basis of that he has written this play, that is Julius Caesar. Now you see that as I have told you that this is a political play, so here we have the political setup of the play. Okay, now the first thing that you should understand about this play is that this play is having a political background. Okay, so we have to understand the political setup of the play. Okay, so for that first of all you will see that this play in this play we see that Rome was founded in 753 BC. This is the time when the Rome came into existence. Okay, and at the time when the Rome came into existence, there was monarchy in Rome. Okay, monarchy means that there is the rule of one king in that place, and king was the supreme lord. Okay, the king was the supreme power and he ruled over Rome. Okay, now the king had to maintain an advisory council. The working of the kingdom was such that the king has to maintain an advisory council which was known as a senate. Okay, so suppose you see that one person is a king and he has a group of other people. Okay, they are just as an advisor, and this will be known as the Senate. What it will be known as? So that will be known as the Senate. इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग? Senate बोलेंगे, ठीक है? Now the composition of this Senate was like it is composed of the kingship. ठीक? Kingship. In this council, he had the people, the number of members of this council basically were his relatives. So the first part of the composition was about the kingship that were known as the curiae. They were known as the curiae, and then he has the military services. Okay, in the military services mostly they were known as the centuria. Okay, and then he had rich citizens who owned the horses. Okay, it was very essential that rich people who owned horses, they were known as the knights. Okay, then there were poor people also. There were poor citizens. Okay, they were known as infantry. They were kept in the infantry. Those without property could not bear arms. Okay, and there were very poor people. So these poor people cannot bear any arms. So these three type of people were there in his Senate. Okay, the king had a Senate, a council which is the advisory to the king, and in this Senate mostly he had people from his own family. Okay, those who were his relatives. Then the second type of people he had those who were in the military services, and the third type of people, that is the rich citizens who owned horses. They were known as the knights, and they were poor citizens. They were known as the infantry, and those who were very poor, means they do not have any kind of property. Those people were not given any, they cannot carry any arm. Okay. Now what happened that towards the end of the 6th century, we see the patrician expelled the tyrant. Now here what happens that a time came, by the time of the 6th century, the patricians, means this council, this senate, they expelled the tyrant. Tyrant means that the king who has become very cruel in those days, he was expelled from his throne. Okay, now the real problem came. Okay, what was the name of the tyrant? He was known as the Tranquillus Superbus. That was the name of the person. What was his name? His name was Tranquillus Superbus. Okay. Then what happened? The monarchy became republic. Now there was a big change in the system of the Roman. That earlier it was monarchy. Okay. Monarchy means that there was the rule of only one king. That is known as the monarchy. Now it became a republic. Now what is a republic? A republic means that when the people have the power to appoint his own head, then it becomes a republic. Okay, that means that the king, whosoever will be the ruler, will be chosen by the public or by the senate. Okay, they will choose the king. So it became a serious problem. Now you see that there was no real king in Rome, and it became a serious problem. It became a serious problem. How to organize and control the army. Now it was very difficult how to control the army. So the law would not be violated. Now see here what happened that when the monarch was expelled from his throne, at that time what happened? That Rome became a republic, and when Rome became a republic, then there was a serious problem. And what was that problem? The problem was to organize. How to organize and control the army. So the law would not be violated, so that the people do not violate the law. Okay, so that is how you see that from here you will see that how the other things emerged in this. Okay.